What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Till Lindemann. Yes, indeed, Lindemann fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Thomas Kickstat, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll with 37% of the vote and a coin flip. We had a tie. I believe we tied with Volbeat. So I had to flip a coin, and folks, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I really dig Volbeat, man. I do. I was really kind of hoping Volbeat would win the coin flip, but we got a great winner here from what I'm thinking. So, Till Lindemann and Apocalyptica are going to be checking out with a tune called Helden. Now, have I heard the song before? This is where things get complicated. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I was reading in the comments, this song, Till Lindemann and Apocalyptica, the song Helden, from what I understand, this is a cover of the David Bowie song Heroes. So, have I heard that song before? Yes. Yes, I have heard that song before. It's actually one of my favorite David Bowie songs. I really dig that song. So yeah, I have heard that song before. Now, here's where things get complicated. Number one, is Helden a cover of the David Bowie song Heroes? Is that true? I don't know. I'm not sure if it is or not. I saw it in the comments. I saw several people say it, so I don't know why people would try to trick me or fool me, but I mean, I've had people do that in the past. So I'm not putting anything past anyone. But that's the first question. And in that, if that is true, then have I heard Till Lindemann and Apocalyptica cover the David Bowie song Heroes? No, I have not. So, full disclosure, full transparency here. If this is a cover of the David Bowie song Heroes, then I will not be reacting to the original song itself in any way, shape, or form. I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring what Till Lindemann and Apocalyptica do with that song. What they do with this cover. Is it going to be a carbon copy cover? Something tells me if that's the case, I very seriously doubt it's going to be a carbon copy cover. I have a feeling they're going to take it off in their own direction. Then again, maybe I won't recognize the song at all. Maybe it really isn't a cover, and at that point, we have an original song. I don't know. We're going to have to kind of play this one by ear, and we'll figure it out as we go. Anyway, this was posted by Nick's Next, okay? And the video has 2.9 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Till Lindemann featuring Apocalyptica, Helden. I guess we're going to find out. Let's see how this goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Schwimmen wie etwas tun. Niemand gibt uns eine Chance.
Okay, I'm recognizing it.
Doch
Yeah.
können wir siegen. Für immer und immer.
Yep. Okay.
Und wir sind dann Helden. Für einen Tag. Ja. Ich bin dein König und du Königin, obwohl sie so unschlagbar scheinen, werden wir Helden für einen Tag. Dann sind wir Helden für einen Tag.
I like it. I like it. It's different. It's very different from the original. And I gotta be honest with you folks, for about the first minute, or maybe not quite a minute, but for about at least the first 30 seconds, I was sitting there listening to it going, this doesn't sound anything like Heroes. But then I heard I locked into the, when the corporation goes up. And I was like, wait a minute. Ba-da-do, ba-do. And I was like, wait a minute. I recognize that. Okay. Yeah. So this is a cover of David Bowie's Heroes. I dig it. I dig this approach. The cellos, very nice addition. Very fitting for this style of song. And it's different hearing the words in German. That's actually a really nice touch. Really nice touch. I'm glad he's not singing in English. Feels good. It feels heavy. It definitely feels heavy. I don't think I've ever heard a cover of Heroes done like this before. I don't think I've ever heard like a hard rock or a metal version of Heroes. This is different. I like it. I actually like it though. Let's keep going. Let's see how this goes. guitar at first. Ah, forget it, let it run. Yeah. Yeah. Good cover. Really good cover. Respect was paid, acknowledgement was made, but at the same time, they took that song and they made it their own. That was really, really nice. They took this cover, and this cover, that's theirs. That's absolutely theirs. Yeah, man, I dug it. I absolutely dug it. I am gonna listen to this again at some point today. Maybe in between filmings. Maybe I'll wait till all my filming is done today and I'll do it when I'm all done. But I am, at some point today, I'm gonna listen to this song again. I enjoyed it that much. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Till Lindemann and Apocalyptica doing their rendition of the David Bowie song Heroes. But this one is called and entitled Helden. This was a request from Thomas Kickstad, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll with 37% of the vote and a coin flip. Yeah, it was tied. It was tied, if I'm not mistaken, with Volbeat. It was number 675 in the queue. It got bumped straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. Seriously, it only would have taken 1, maybe 2 more votes either way, and we would have had a clear winner. But we had to rely on a coin flip, and in this case, the coin flip landed on Till Lindemann and Apocalyptica. Okay, before I give my score, I need to put the disclaimer out there again. I said at the beginning of the video that I was very familiar with the David Bowie song Heroes. I've heard it several times, and it's one of my favorite songs by David Bowie. It really is. I absolutely dig that tune. So I wasn't sure if this was really a cover or not. As it turns out, it was. So when it comes to my evaluation and my score, I will not be taking the original song into account in any way, shape, or form. I will be basing my evaluation and my score completely on what Till Lindemann and Apocalyptica did with the song. And I think people are going to be pretty happy with my evaluation and my score. Speaking of the score, let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that cover, remember, it's the cover I'm judging, not the original song. I'm going to give that cover an 8.8. Yep, 8.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
This was a great cover. A great reimagining. The first, 30 to 40 seconds, honest to God, folks, I didn't recognize it. I really didn't. I was hearing the progression, and I think part of this because it might be because it was in a different key. But I didn't recognize it. Plus the instrumentation threw me off with the cellos. So I was like, is this? But then when they moved up to the chordal progression, the ascending chordal progression, I was like, wait, I recognize that. I recognize that progression pattern. Okay, yep, we're in the right place. Hearing the song being sung in the German language gave it a completely different feel. But at the same time, still recognizable and still paying homage to the original. They didn't take it so far out in the left field with the vocals that I didn't recognize it. You know what I mean? No, he sang. Till sang like Till. Till did not try to sing like David Bowie. Till sang like Till. And in the German language, it added a little extra edge to it, a little extra roughness to it. And I liked it. I think it was very fitting. but notationally, what he was singing was pretty spot on to what David Bowie did. I dug it. I absolutely dug it. I think it was awesome with what he did. Apocalyptica. Whenever Apocalyptica works with any element of Rammstein, whether it be with Rammstein as a whole or with individual members of the band, it always seems to do really well. It always does. They really work well together, either as a combined two bands together or with individual people mixing with individual people. Whatever the case and the combinations may be, it always seems to work. And they're very, very complimentary of each other. The cello work on this was the highlight for me. It absolutely was. I've always kind of wondered, what if a string quartet had taken David Bowie's Heroes and arranged that song for like a string quartet? How pretty would that sound? They made it pretty brutal. You know what I mean? And they made it brutally pretty. I liked it, man. I really did. I think the cellos did a great job of adding that filled out, full sound. And I really liked it, man. It was fantastic to hear. I thought that was a guitar solo towards the end, and that's why I didn't pause. I was like, it's a guitar solo. I don't want to pause in the middle of a guitar solo. And as about halfway through it, I was like, wait a minute, is that a guitar or is that a cello? And then it was winding up. I was like, that's a cello. That is not a guitar. That was a cello doing the solo. Wow. Fooled me. Absolutely fooled me. I thought that was a guitar. Really nice job on everybody's part. Yeah, man, I had a blast with this. I absolutely had a blast listening to this. And like I said, I'm going to listen to this again. At some point today, I don't know when. Maybe as soon as I hit the stop button, maybe I'll just go and listen to it really quick before I go and film my next reaction. Or maybe I'll hold off and do all my filming, and then when I'm done, I'll listen to it again. I don't know. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I am definitely listening to this again. This was a great cover. The funny thing is, I keep saying cover. This really wasn't a cover. This was a reimagining. It really was. I mean, they took the song in a completely different direction from the original, but here's the funny thing. They may have taken it in a different direction, but they didn't take it so far in the left field that it was unrecognizable. No, you recognized it. It took a little while for me to lock into it, but once I did, it was beyond a shadow of a doubt recognizable. They were respectful, they paid homage, and that is ultimately what a couple of the things that I really look for in a cover. So they did a great job, and that's why they're getting the great score of 8.8. I feel good about that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So, 8.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.